Is live. Heath Ledger passed away 10 years ago, either today or yesterday. What's up, friends and family? Welcome back to the Movement Warriors. I'm sitting here playing a little bit of this PlayStation. I actually took some time to relax today, believe it or not. So I'm playing. Where's my TV remote? I need my TV remote. Stand by. Oh, yeah. Now we're in the groove, man. Gotta turn the TV down so it's not overpowering what we're doing here. But I took some time off today just to relax. I am playing Dragon's Dogma on PlayStation 4. Figured I'd hang out with you guys a little bit before dinner and before bed. We're going to talk to this lady that's chilling. You can see me. You can't see what's happening on screen. Only I can see that. But it's all good. Welcome to the party, ladies and gentlemen. Then you are the one known to the dragon, bound with the eternal ring. Apparently, I'm the one bound with the eternal ring. She has a dire need of the arisen strength. Will I help her? Yeah. My eternal, all of her thanks. So what's happening, good people? How's everybody's life? Are you winning the way that you want to be winning? Today's just a quick hangout just to say hello. Say yo. Did you see the newest 69 pillar is now out and about? It's out on the market. It was a powerful one today. I really enjoyed it. It's something that I've been talking about probably for the better part. Kimberly Kristen says hello. So does Tanya. Hello, ladies. What up, Terry? Bit early today, B. Yeah, as I was saying, I was taking some time. Taj Marie says hello. I was taking some time to actually do something fun today that's not work. And I figured I'd hang out with y'all while I'm playing versus working, because that's a more fun person to be around. So the newest 69 pillar came out today. It was a powerful one. This is something that I've been talking about for at least 2 decades. And it's something that I haven't talked much about on the internet. I certainly talk about it a lot when I'm mentoring other people or coaching or whatever. But figured, what up, Flames? How you doing, man? Figured I would so she's going to take us somewhere. I don't know. I'm playing Dragon's Dogma for those of you that just tuned in. You can't see it on screen. You can just see me sitting in my messy office. Raven says, you mean you're procrastinating? I wish. I wish I was capable of procrastination. Where is she taking? I have no idea where this lady. So I went to the docks of where the dragon supposedly killed the character I'm playing as, but then he came back to life with no heart because the dragon ate his heart. And now we're fighting monsters. Video games. This is why I don't play them a lot. Oh, snap. I remember this part. This part of the game is actually really hard. I think I may have come to this part of the game a taste too early. A taste too early, yo. So yeah, the newest 69 pillar came out. Talking about what's your favorite Heath Ledger movie. Do you have a favorite Heath Ledger movie? If you don't, you probably should have one. I think he was in Brokeback Mountain, right? I think he was. And of course he was the Joker in Bat. What the heck did I just do? Why is this accessing a server? Terry says he's been replaying Tales of Symphonia lately. My son started playing that and then got bored and quit. That was weird. Okay, they got a lot of rift crystals. I don't understand what's happening. Leave me alone. All right, can I just exit out of this, please? She brought this back for me. She brought something back for me. Brokeback Mountain is her favorite. I never saw Brokeback Mountain. So Terry says because it's filled with puzzles. Was Tales of Symphonia filled with puzzles, man? That's I don't remember that being the case. I take your word for it. I remember kind of liking Tales of Symphonia, but it being way too long. It took me like 70 hours to beat that game. It's way too long. This lady's name is Olra. Tanya says, my Xbox disc tray is stuck, so I can't play it at all. I used to play Call of Duty. Wow. Pretty cool. It's long because of the puzzles. Yeah, I don't remember the puzzles. I mean, Grant, you got to remember, I played Tales of Symphonia, and I'm totally not paying attention to what any of the characters in this game are saying, which is typical for me because I typically think the stories are boring. But I remember Tales of Symphonia. Like, I played it back in 2003 or 4, so I don't remember it. That was a long time ago. I was still in the army when I played that game. I remember not loving it, and it was my first Tales game. I remember thinking it was really cool at first and then getting really bored with it, etc., etc., etc. You get the point. We're going to get to the job board here. We're going to accept all of these quests because why wouldn't we? Cool. So yeah, my favorite Tales game, I think, is still to this day Vesperia. Of course, I've only finished Vesperia and Symphonia. I've never finished any of the other ones. At some point, I want to finish the Tales of the Abyss because that one strikes me as the one I think will end up being my favorite. I just, haven't finished it, so I can't say that. So we got Heath Ledger. We got, what's the other thing I was talking about in the title of this video that I wasn't paying attention to? I forgot. What was the other thing in the title, friends? I'm old. You got to help me with these things. So there's a mechanism that opens this door. So we had Heath Ledger. We had 69 Pillars. What was the other thing in the title of this video that I said I was going to talk about tonight? Amazon Go is open. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Do you all have Amazon Go in your area? First question. Secondly, Raven says, yeah, I started to watch the new 69 Pillars, going too fast. And then got on Facebook notification to do some Reddit work. Favorite computer game of all time is a toss-up between Frogged and Pac-Man. Showing my age. I assume Tanya meant Frogger. There's a puzzle where you have to collect pieces of a shadow to make them fall. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. So A3 person says, I don't know what Amazon. So Amazon Go is basically stores where you can just walk in and grab your stuff and you don't have to check out. Like, it does it all for you, like gangster style. And I think that's dope. Do any of you have it in your area? And if you do have it in your area, do you plan to use it? I know I would probably use it because I hate going to the store. Like, I just walk in and grab your stuff and like your phone does the checkout, basically. I'd totally be into that, 100%. So let's use the bombs that I just picked up to blow up this door. Small explosive, flammable power packed into it. Okay, so I don't want to combine it. I want to use it. All right, so now how do I throw it? Here we go. That did absolutely nothing. I thought I was going to blow up. Thought this was like Zelda. It's totally not. You don't have to wait in lines. Nope. No line waiting. I have no idea what Amazon Go is. You guys should look these things up. It's really cool. I don't know if there's an Amazon Go store in my area. I don't really get out of the house much, so, I'm excited just to know about it. Crumbling letters have been etched upon it, but they are indecipherable. So why did it let me click on it in the first place? I don't get video games sometimes. They don't make a lot of sense. And I reckon if I jump down there, that's going to be his death. So let's not kill the main character 5 minutes into our playthrough tonight. So what's on your minds? What's going on in your worlds? What can I help you all with? So Terry says there won't be Amazon Go in my area because he's very rural. I wouldn't count it out because the Amazon warehouses are in very rural places. I heard they will have drones to deliver. So yeah, the drones thing's kind of been a point of contention. I was super psyched when I heard about the drones, and then people freaked out. You can't have drones, it's crazy, it's the Antichrist. And I was like, yeah, we figured out how to get planes in the air. I'm sure we'll figure out drones too. But like for me, I was hyped. Like, this sounds really cool that it's coming. But yeah, Terry, I wouldn't necessarily completely rule it out because their factories are oftentimes in rural places. There's this place in Wisconsin between what are those places? Milwaukee and Green Bay, where it's a huge Amazon factory. I could see them putting an Amazon Go store somewhere in that vicinity. Let's see, Raven just said something. Tanya, it's like a co-op, but without any checkouts. Got it. Raven's bringing people up to speed. Thanks, Raven. Let's see, I'm running around a dungeon. I'm in a dungeon right now, I can tell you that much. It's a very interesting looking dungeon. I don't know of anything that's going to happen here that's going to be amazingly interesting, but we'll find out. Oh, there's goblins down here, son. We're about to get it in. Give me the fire skill, yo, before he attacks. This is the part where I'm going to stab him in his chest and like I'm digging the knife in his chest. That's awesome. I remember this dungeon being very difficult. A lot of dying going on in this dungeon. And then there's like this really serene part of it where you're like inside this dungeon. There's this open area where there's trees and foliage. Where did the wolf come from? And how did this character die already? Dude, get some backbone or something. Get up. So I'm playing Dragon's Dogma. My party just got served by the goblin platoon that just showed up here. Can we work together as a team, peeps? Can we do that? And then the wolf just went running away. The wolf just took off running like, no, I don't feel like fighting him out. I stab him in the chest, do the squirmy thing. There you go. Dust him off. That stabbing people through the chest move is cool. Alright, so I got a rift crystal. I got an iron blade. Iron blade piece, excuse me. Not quite a full iron blade. It's not. Oh, snap. I found a secret treasure, sons. It's a sylvan bow. I don't think I can use bows. Let's see if I can. Oh, I hear my children getting yelled at. So we're going to give the sylvan bow to... None of my characters can use a bow, apparently. I travel with a lot of mages because I'm a sword dude, because I don't like magic. I think magic is for a less aggressive or personality type. So I let them handle the magic, and I handle the swords. I think the wolf just... Where did that... This wolf is dodgy. He keeps running away. And actually succeeding at getting him. There he is. Slice him, man. Don't let him run. Actually, I think the wolf lures you into a room with other, like 1,000 other wolves. Ooh, I think I just got some helmet action, yo. Let's check that out. Terry says, what isn't aggressive about burning someone to death? Well, there's a difference between burning someone to death and having to feel your blade inside somebody's chest. That's a different level. Trust me. It's very different to have to fight someone face to face than to be able to fight them from a distance. Let's move that to my equipment. Nigel says, Amazon Go sounds awesome. I'm all in for automation. I'm all for automation and increasing demand for technical skill set society. Yeah, man. Sounds good to me. I got a straight up chainmail helmet now, son. The one thing I'll say about this game is the armor sets, at least early in the game, really are not very cool. Hopefully that gets better later in the game. Right now I'm trying to take out this wolf that keeps running through the... Somebody hold him down and kill him. I guess that's my job. And he is dodging all of my moves, man. Did he get away again? I think the wolf got away again, y'all. I would have enjoyed Two Worlds 2 better if I had used magic. I think I did use magic in that game. The thing I didn't like about Two Worlds 2 is that it got rid of the open world, got really linear. Just frankly wasn't as good as the first one. Especially the further you got in the game, it got more and more linear. Like it started kind of open and then it just turned into boring fetch quests on linear paths as you got further into the game. Which, you know, I still think the game was okay. It just didn't have that level of deliciousness that the original game had. He said I can summon an army of hellhounds. That sounds like it would actually be cool. Like this, one of these people in my party is going to have to go. I'm going to have to trade her in, or him. I don't know if it's a him or her. Ooh, I just got a giant money pouch. Let's save the game, because that was 10,000 G's, man. Oh, I can't save because I'm in the middle of a fight. So let's let the goblins come to us, and then we'll unleash the thunder. We'll unleash the thunder on the goblins. She's dead again. This chick keeps getting served. Because she fights crazily. Like, stop charging out into the place where people are stronger than you. Oh, snap. They called the Grim Reaper, yo. Seriously, the Grim Reaper just showed up. I don't think that's a fight we want to have. I think we're going to run. All right, come on, guys. Fall back. Fall back. Everybody fall back, man. Me don't know why you're still fighting. Come on, run with me. Me don't know why I'm now Jamaican. Let's see. Raven says, uh-oh, I missed what Raven says. Because... Terry says, because it was more fun to use the cheats and murder everyone in town. Yeah, the first time I played it, well, I played the game, the original Two Worlds on Xbox 360. So it didn't, I don't think it had, I don't think you could do the cheats on that one. But I did murder all the people in the town to take their swords. Or at least the soldiers. I didn't kill the innocent people. Just all the guards. Ooh, I just got some more armor that looks really cool, and I'm hoping I'm allowed to wear it. And of course I'm not, because why would they let me wear it? Terry says I was level 6,000. Yeah, once I got the PC version, I think I eventually cheated. Just for the fun of it. But at that point, I had already beaten the game 2 or 3 times. I beat it clean during my playthrough that I did on YouTube many years ago. Pretty sure I played that one clean. So Terry says for me to imagine a naked guy running around with a bow murdering people. I don't think I want to imagine that, T. I think I'm just gonna stay cool and not imagine naked men. I think that's what's not gonna happen next is me imagining naked men. Tanya says Amazon in Scotland lets you get deliveries at local stores for collection. Yeah, we gotta get up out of here. We're not strong enough for this part of the game. We're not strong enough. We'll have to come back at another time. And I need to get my pawn back. Matter of fact, I think it's just time for a new pawn. How about that? Let's get us a new pawn, because the one I've been fighting with, she charges into battle way too often, and she's just not strong enough. So there's Rook. Rook is with me. And then I named my main pawn after my wife, so my wife is in the battle with us. Level 131. Yeah. Yes. How do we hire her? She's level 131, bruh. Am I reading that right? I'm reading that right. She's on the team from now on. Come on, girl. Yep. I don't know how I got a pawn at a level 131, but I did. And now we're about to go wreck shop with her on the team. Peace. Terry says, also remember fighting Gandahar at the end. He chased me out of the final boss area and got killed fighting the local monsters. That actually sounds funny. I wouldn't mind trying that. All right, let's get up out of this weird island. Don't have any items. Sweet. I can tell that when I do later live streams, a lot more people watch. People must be busy right now. If you return at night, you're likely to find... Oh, okay. So I can always go back to that land. We're just not ready for it yet. Let's go out into the world, though, with my new level 131 sorcerer. That I'm sure she doesn't even run, like she just walks. Diamond Tree says bye. Bye, Diamond Tree. I didn't even know you were here. Good to see you, and see you later. So in the comments, what was your favorite Heath Ledger movie? I think the only movie I saw with Heath Ledger was Batman. I think. Terry says he doesn't know who Heath Ledger is. He played Joker in The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. I just leveled up. But I don't watch movies. The last movie I watched was Warcraft, the beginning. Okay, that's fair. Absolutely fine with me if you don't watch movies. I can live with that. So, posing the question to people who are just joining us, does anybody have Amazon Go near them? Anybody actually been to the Amazon Go store that just recently opened up? I want to hear about it because I haven't been, and I need to search my area to see if there is one near me because I actually don't know. I imagine that there is, given how urban so many of my surroundings are. I can imagine that there is an Amazon Go somewhere near me, and I have an idea of where it would be, but I don't know for sure. I'm very curious who's been there, who's tasted the Amazon Go, who's got their taste on. So those of you, and I've already talked to a couple of you, so you don't need to necessarily chime in if I've already talked to you, but who saw the most recent 69 Pillars of Success? By the way, how are you all enjoying the 69 Pillars of Success? Terry says, so what makes you want to go back to playing Dragon's Dogma? There were some things I liked about it. I was having a craving in the very limited free time I have. Like, basically, other types of games I'm finding out just bore me at this point, besides these kind of Western RPGs. It's kind of the only games these days that can keep my attention long enough for me to care about finishing them. And I wanted to play kind of an open world RPG. And what was on the market right now for the PlayStation 4 that I hadn't already played and beaten was Dragon's Dogma, Skyrim. I repicked Skyrim up to try to give it a second chance because I think I may have been too harsh on it, which is also a game I kind of regret never reviewing. But, you know, I didn't review it because it would have been just me watching the review because I understand how YouTube works. And at the time, I didn't have the type of channel that commanded the authority to be able to review a game like that and expect people to actually see it amid the several thousand other people with way more channel authority than me who would be reviewing the game. But I don't necessarily have any intent to review it at this point because you guys know what it's all about. I just wanted to try it. We're gonna fight some bandits now. I want to see my sorcerer get to work. Let's see it, girl. See what you got. Wait a minute. Are these bad guys or good guys? I can't tell who's who. Oh, my sorcerer's getting it done. She just electrocuted everybody to death. Who are the bad guys and the good guys in this situation? Who am I supposed to be killing? All right, so I was stabbing the good guys. Unfortunately, the game didn't hold it against me. And my sorcerer literally just electrocuted everybody to death. So Terry said it probably wasn't for me. What probably wasn't for me? Yeah, 69 Pillars of Success is thought-provoking. I like things that get me thinking. If you don't like something, you probably wouldn't. It probably wasn't for you. I wasn't too keen on Skyrim. So Terry says a very interesting thing that makes me think he doesn't pay attention to a lot of things I say. He says, don't listen to the masses, Brian. When on God's earth do you think, one, I have time to listen to the masses? And based on what you know about me, what makes you think I do that? Like, what? You've been around me long enough to know I ain't listening to no masses. That ain't happening. But yeah, Dragon's Dogma, I remembered some things that I liked about it and thought maybe I could get over the things I didn't like about it. So I decided to give it another shot. Plus, I'm playing it on the PlayStation, which means I can do it with remote play, which means I can play it in my bed. I don't have to be down here in my office or on my PC playing it like when I tried it before. All right, where's my sorcerer? I want to see what she does to this wolf. Dude, she just jumped in the air and is about to do something. I don't even know what that was. I'm making sure she never dies, dude. She is a beast. It's awesome. I love that the girl in this game that's playing my wife has a British accent. It's hilarious. It's like a Latina lady with a British accent. But yeah, so, you know, Skyrim was okay. I decided to give it another shot. Mostly what I didn't like was a lot of the questing got fetch questy. Terry says, you think you're the only one that has a hard time finding games you like. No, I don't think I'm the only one. I just think that basically the way my life is right now, the way video games are made, like it's kind of a perfect storm of my tastes have evolved as I've gotten older. Like I don't like playing Mario games. For like Mario games would seem to make sense for a person like me because you can just pick it up and play it and it's cool. But I don't really get much pleasure like out of beating levels. It's like I beat a few levels in a game and I'm like, all right, I don't need to play this anymore. I get the gist, right? I like games that have a sense of progression and a world that I can kind of be in and be lost in. But knock that wolf off the cliff. The mix that with the fact that most modern games are so focused on being huge and open and long. Like we want to give people, we want to boast it's 300 hours of gameplay so we can justify charging you $150 for the game, even though we're going to tell you we're charging you $60 because, and I don't blame publishers for that, by the way. I blame the gamers because we don't understand how good we've got it, and we complain about things costing what they should cost. Games should cost $120. It's as simple as that. But they don't because publishers know if they did that, gamers would be outside burning the studio down. And as a result, we get very few big title games every year now compared to what we used to because publishers can't take a risk on a game not being a hit because they can only charge $60 up front, hope people buy the DLC, and if millions of people don't buy the game, then they lose money. And that's going to change as the technology evolves. But right now, that's where we live. And as a result, we get these games that focus more on quantity versus quality. And I just think, like, this game's going to take you 700 hours to beat. That actually isn't all that encouraging to me. Like, I'm not hyped that this game's going to take me 700 hours to finish. I'm not hyped about that because I don't have 700 hours usually to play a game. All right, so let's turn my little lantern off, shall we? Because it's daytime. So I'm running through what looks like a moat around a giant rock of sorts. Trying to find my way through this barren land. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Let's see. I know why you like Nier Automata because it nailed the open, but it's not just exploration. Like I can play games that are linear without a ton of exploration if they bring something to, like Arcania Gothic 4. I really like that game. The exploration is not really all that deep in that game. On the other hand, Elix has great exploration, but the game is such a travesty that it makes the exploration not fun, right? Like Minecraft has a ton of exploration, but I don't want to explore that, right? It's more about letting me feel like I'm in a place where I would actually want to go on an adventure and then making the parts of the adventure actually fun. Nier Automata didn't have a great deal of exploration. I mean, it had some, but what made that game phenomenal was the tone and the context and the what's the word I'm looking for? The storytelling through the game and the environment versus making us have to watch elongated cutscenes every 5 seconds. Like, that was a world that I'd love to adventure in. Like, The Witcher 3 was a place I would love to go on an adventure. Now, yeah, it had great exploration. But the other thing about a game nailing exploration is it can't just be a world that I can walk around in because any game can do that and that's boring. It has to give the player an incentive to explore. Like, what do I get when I go on this exploration? What's up, Dreamer? How you doing? If I go on this journey, what do I get out of the deal? Like, am I going to find treasure that's going to help me continue on my quest? Then cool, yeah, I'm all in for that. But if I'm just walking around for the sake of walking around, that's, to me, that's not fun. Like, I just want to feel like I'm on an adventure. That's pretty much what it comes down to. It's why I don't really play platformers. I don't play very many shooters. And then, interestingly enough, the shooters that I do play are like an adventure, like Ghost Recon. Wildlands is one of the best games I've played in a long time. It's really, really good. It's just a little bit too long and a little bit... They didn't learn the lessons from Just Cause 2 and Just Cause 3, where the world is just a little bit too big. All right? And because the world's so big, the missions can get really, really repetitive, which is okay, but that repetition's got to have a hook in there that keeps you coming back. But fortunately, it's a game that you can pick up and put down kind of at your leisure. So I pick it up and I play a little bit whenever I get the inkling. All right, we're about to fight some serious skeletrons up in here. Where's my girl, the sorcerer? Can you get some of that lightning bolt action, homegirl? Because these skeletons are making short work of us. Awesome. Just got... So Terry says linear games have more detail. Yeah, I mean, linear games can be okay. I'm trying to think of the last game I played that was largely linear. And actually enjoyed it. Let me look at my shelf. I mean, I still think Nier Automata was fairly linear. It wasn't like a giant open world. It just had open areas. And you could do some things out of order, I guess. The Last of Us is quite a bit linear, but has nice exploration in the areas that are there. Last of Us, I still haven't made the determination yet whether or not that's my favorite game of all time. Don't know, man. Don't know. He says it was linear for all the wrong reasons. Pray tell what that means. What does linear for all the wrong reasons mean? All right, I am trying to figure out, am I going the right way or not? Ooh. So for anyone, okay, so he says, because if you missed that manual for making shivs, you can never backtrack to get it. But the game gives you enough incentive and clues that, hey, you should probably look around in your environment. That's actually what I liked about the game, that it was kind of like a linear action game, but played a little bit more like an RPG, where you were actually incentivized to explore the world around you, which I liked. All right, looks like we're getting ready to have dinner here in a few minutes. Terry says, I wasn't too much of a fan of it myself. That's fair. I think you from what I know about you, you tend to have tastes that kind of fly in the face of what the majority of people like. Last of Us is one of those rare games that the majority like that I really enjoy. It's one of my favorite games. All right, so what questions do you guys have for me today? We talked about Heath Ledger. Basically found out that nobody knows who Heath Ledger is. That was today's discussion. We talked about Amazon Go. What questions do you guys have for me? Any topic, because I only have 10% battery left. Fearful Pinata says, now I'm curious if you played the Dark Souls and your thoughts on that sort of intertwined linearity. Didn't mind the linearity of Dark Souls. Hated I hated the game. Like, what makes that a game just drives me nuts. The constantly losing and losing and losing as a means to learn how to get better. Just not my jam, yo. It's the loading times are too long for how much you die. There's not enough reward when you win, and it's just that level of trial and error. It's not my gig, man. I don't like that at all. Not a fan of Dark Souls, and I rebought it just to try to make sure that I was right that I didn't like it. Like I bought 3, hearing that it was a little bit easier, didn't make it any better. I still disliked it heavily. Hey, we're getting served in here, Balsa, you non-sorcery sorceress. Can we not let our people get killed? Is that a thing we can do? Can you please cast something to get these people dead? All right, she just did something that wrecked shop. She just caused a nuclear fallout. Thank you, Balsa. You're all right with me. I'm keeping her on the team forever. Tanya says, I'm not a gamer, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I barely have any idea what I'm talking about either, so don't feel bad. Let's see. I love that Tanya calls them computer games. That's awesome. So awesome. Well, hurry up and do it. They keep saying they're going to heal my wounds. You must have liked most of the most recent Doom. I think Fearful Pinata's talking to Terry. I did not like it, but that's because I sucked at it. And I never liked the original Doom. I like Duke Nukem better than Doom. Games are becoming more like movies. Yes. Welcome to why I stopped playing them. Back when the PS2 became the most popular thing on the planet. Just got 10,000 gold. See, like, this game's incentivizing exploration, because now I'm finding, like, 10,000 gold because I'm going through this dungeon. And I just found that, like, the thing I need to progress to where I want to go in the world. It's dope. And then I found, like, 20 more thousand in gold pouches. So Dominic says that's why I stopped playing as well. Yeah, once games became more about watching than playing, like when Metal Gear Solid dropped, it was like, nah, I'm good. I don't, like, I got through that game because I love the original Metal Gear. I love the original Metal Gear. Once Metal Gear Solid took over, like, this is what video games are becoming, I was just like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. And the fact that I feel like Japanese game developers still struggle to make control schemes that aren't make you want to rip both your hands off. Like, some Japanese developers still struggle with that. Like, the new Metal Gear, I got it for free on PlayStation. I played it for about an hour. It was like, I'll never play this game again. I'm so glad I didn't buy it, because I'd have been angry at how annoying that game is. What in God's name is this? All right, let's run. Let's run. Hey, where's Balsa? Drop the nuclear bomb stroke on him, girl. Takes her a really long time to cast this spell. Like, all my other people are casting spells. It's not doing anything. We're waiting on Balsa to figure it out. She's levitating with fire floating around here. Yep, she did it again. Good job, lady. I like that this game lets you revive your party members without having to waste, like, healing items. You can just walk up to them and be like, you're healed, get up. What in the world is this? All right, let's run for it. Come on, man. Come on, Balsa. Do something. Holy crap. Almost just fell off a ledge like crazy style. Hey, Balsa. I'm going to need a little help here, Chief. Trying not to die, if that's okay with you. Milady. She takes a very long time to get her spells off, dude. All right, I'm holding him down. Okay, I knocked him off the ledge. Excellent. Waiting for her to get this spell off. Did that lizard just jump like 30 feet in the air, yo? Oh, here it comes. The nuclear strike. And it's not doing anything. Come on, man. Come on, Balsa. Put the nuclear stroke on him. All right, good. Now she's doing work. Do something, girl. Don't just stand. You were too strong to just sit here and take a beating. Actually, let's just get the treasure chest and ball out. That's what we're going to do. Got the Ring of Azure. Stab him. Yo, we just won the fight, yo. Not even feeling me right now. How dope that battle was just now. And had it not been for Balsa and her 131 level magics, we would have been short. This game really needs fast travel, yo. What's this guy hollering about? I feel like the healing spells aren't actually healing any. Oh, because they poisoned your boy. That's why the health won't come up above. I got it. Now I understand. I kind of just want to bounce. I don't even want to fight anymore. See if we can deal with it. Anyway, friends, I think I'm about to lose my battery. I just wanted to hang out with you a quick minute before I get ready to have dinner and then go to bed. Terry says I have a hard time trying to find an FPS that matches Painkiller. I've tried many FPS games and none of them even come close. Yeah, I like the more tactical ones. Fearful Pinata asks, what am I playing? I'm currently playing Dragon's Dogma. I prefer shooters that are more tactical and more like you have a team with you that's helping you out, not like Call of Duty where you're like a one-man. Even though there's an army around you, you're still required to do everything. Like your team actually contributes to the fight. That's why I like the new Ghost Recon so much. I was actually really skeptical because all the Ghost Recons in the past tried to do a good job of that, but then always fell short. But this one actually nailed it, man. I was very pleased with it. So yeah, anyway, friends, it's always good to talk to you. Luca says, the point is that nowadays you hear talking about only games that end up in YouTube trends. Playing video games has become cool, but just if you do it for likes and followers, not passion. Harsh fact. Yeah, I think that's true in some cases, but there's a lot of channels that certainly do it for the passion and find creative ways to tell stories around stuff they like that gets attention versus just going for, you know, stuff that's trending. I think the Angry Video Game Nerd's done that. Pat the NES Punk has made a name for himself. Terry makes content on YouTube that's about what he likes. Classic Game Room, and back when there was Classic Game Room, Undertow used to do that very heavily. Unfortunately, a lot of that stuff wasn't sustainable, but I'm watching a lot of what Mark Bussler's doing at Classic Game Room now as he's moving a lot of what he does to Amazon, which I think is genius. And I'm so glad he did, because hopefully that's going to sustain him to keep making content. And it's funny, he basically just phones in the YouTube videos and focuses all his attention on making really dope stuff for Amazon, which all of the movies he's made on Amazon, I think I've bought all of them. Like even the stuff that's not gaming related, and it's all really good. Definitely got my money's worth. So anyway, friends, it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. You got questions, you got needs, remember that we are stronger than I love you much, and we'll see you tomorrow.